Nathan Trentham, the algorithm's betrayal. The first misdiagnosis was subtle, a false negative on an early-stage indicator that a human physician caught during routine review. The second was more serious. By the fifth confirmed error, the pattern was undeniable. Nathan Trentham's newest venture, an AI-driven diagnostic platform designed to personalize early detection across several major disease categories, was quietly failing the people it had been built to protect. The system had passed every external audit. External penetration tests showed no breach. The core models remained behind multiple layers of access control, yet the outputs were drifting, and in 2 cases the drift had already contributed to delayed treatment with lasting consequences. Nathan shut down new patient onboarding the same day the 5th case was confirmed. Then he went looking for the cause. He did not call a press conference. He did not alert regulators until he understood the mechanism. He cleared a secure workspace and began the kind of deep systems audit most CEOs delegated. What he found was not an external intrusion. It was a slow, deliberate poisoning of the training and reinforcement data. A former senior data scientist named Dr. Lena Qureshi had left the company 14 months earlier after a bitter dispute over intellectual property attribution. She believed critical parts of the diagnostic architecture had originated in her earlier academic work, and that the company had minimized her contribution. In the final weeks before her departure, she had introduced a series of carefully crafted, low-frequency data corruptions, subtle label flips, engineered edge case examples, and delayed feedback loops that only manifested after the model had been in production long enough to be trusted. The sabotage was designed to look like ordinary model drift or data quality issues. It was almost invisible unless someone knew exactly where to look. Nathan reconstructed the insertion points, the delayed activation schedule, and the specific patient cohorts most affected. He built a complete technical and chronological file. Then he located Qureshi through quiet channels and arranged a private meeting. He did not open with threats. He placed the evidence in front of her and gave her the only choice that protected patients first: full technical cooperation in purging the poison data, assigned admission limited to internal use, and permanent exclusion from any future role in clinical AI. In exchange, the company would not pursue public criminal charges that would destroy her career and create a media firestorm around every patient the system had already touched. She stared at the file for a long time, then she agreed. The purge took 11 days of continuous work. Independent clinical reviewers validated the restored model against archived clean datasets. New diagnostics were re-enabled only after a cautious, staged restart. The affected patients and their physicians received corrected information and priority follow-up. No broad public scandal erupted. The company's reputation absorbed a controlled, limited disclosure about a data integrity incident, without the full story of deliberate sabotage ever reaching the headlines. Nathan stood alone in the server room after the final validation run, listening to the low hum of machines that were once again telling the truth as best they could. Trust in medical AI was fragile. He had nearly lost it. He had chosen the quieter, harder path of containment and correction over the cleaner theater of public blame. He turned off the overhead lights, left the room in its blue standby glow, and took the elevator down. The algorithm had been betrayed from within. It had also been repaired by someone willing to look past the easy narrative and do the work. Nathan Trentham walked out into the night, already writing the stricter internal protocols that would make the next betrayal harder. In his experience, the most dangerous failures were the ones that arrived slowly, wearing the mask of ordinary error. This one would not be allowed to repeat.